Okay, so for this video, I was trying to get the color back on my stairs. In the middle of each stair step, there was a lot of wear and tear. Um, and I wanted to figure out a way to do this without sanding the entire stair step and removing all the spindles. It just seemed like a lot of work. And so what I tried on this top stair step is I scraped it to get off um, most of the residue from the original work done on the step. And I just scraped it in the middle part there, and then I sanded it down a little bit. And then I tried putting on this stain, um, which I found just at the hardware store, and I used a picture of the stair steps to try to match the color the best. And this color really turned out to match, so even using a picture can work out well for that. And I just followed the instructions on the stain, which is applying it liberally. And then it suggests waiting, I think like a few minutes, like maybe 4 minutes, but 10 minutes if you want it to be a deeper color, which is what I did. I did 10 minutes. And I did 3 coats on each stair step with 10 minutes before wiping it off. And I found out that that gets the best color because on some of the steps I only did a couple of coats and they don't look as good. So the 3 coats really um, was the best way to go. So here I am wiping off the stain. I found on this step that scraping it and sanding it was not a good idea. Um, I just so happened to spill a little bit of stain on the step below this one, and I kind of just brushed it on and just to see what would happen, and actually turned out to match the outsides of the step that weren't worn down. So that's what I ended up doing on the rest of the steps. This top one I really couldn't um, ever get the color to be dark enough to match the edges. So this top one I started with because I knew that it was least visible to people that would be at our house because they would probably be on the lower level on the main floor. And this is the top step furthest away from view. So I started with that one to experiment. So I would suggest doing that. And the rest of the steps turned out pretty good, so I'm glad I did that. And here I am applying my second coat of stain. I ended up applying 3 and it still ended up not matching the color again. Um, so here you can see the finished product. The second step down matches very well. The top step not as well. So that's again what I recommend, to just apply the stain, no sanding, no scraping. Okay, so here I was trying some things out on our newel. At first I used the um, wood cleaning oil, Murphy's cleaning oil, and I scrubbed it with steel wool, which after looking at my stain and my clear coat, I found out that they do not recommend doing that, and I can kind of see why. I scrubbed it a little too hard, and there, as you can see in this video, there's wood flaking up, and I had to sand that down, and it kind of turned out okay in the end, but probably not the best way to prepare the wood. So probably just standard scraping and sanding would probably be the best way to prepare the wood for this. Um, and The clear coat I end up using on the stair steps and this newel was just water-based floor clear coat. Um, and another thing to note is that when you use stain that is oil-based and the clear coat is water-based, you need to wait 24 hours after staining before applying the clear coat. And here's the finished newel post. I didn't take any video finishing, but this is what I ended up with. It looks pretty good.